What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, D and Duel commentary. We have Dads playing now, 1436 versus Lightning Chidori, 1697. I totally saw that coming. Oh, anyways, because alright, let me just explain first. Dad's playing, he opened up with Dante, and then he set everything, and then Chidori set a monster. He used what do you call it? He used Gem Knight Fusion, fucking Shaddolls Fusion. He used Shaddolls Fusion and summoned Winda. He went after a back row, which was breakthrough skill, and the fact that he went for Winda, I was like, he has super poly, because Winda can't get over Dante. So I was like, what's the point of trying to, like, what's the point of summoning Winda if you can't get over the Dante? So, now he can't summon twice because he is summoning El Shadow Construct, so he can't summon the Falco, but he can do some big damage. He can have Winda attack, and then he can have Construct attack for 28. And, now usually Winda is a problem for Burning Abyss if they don't have, like, if the Burning Abyss player doesn't have, let me see. If they don't have, like, Karma Cut slash, you know, Phoenix from Windblast, they can be in trouble. Or I guess you could throw Evac into the mix, whatever. They can really be in trouble because the tour guides and shit that they search, all the special summoning just doesn't do anything when they have Winda. Now, for Dad's playing now, he does happen to have breakthrough skill, so the Winda's really a non-issue. This might come down to if Lightning Chidori has like a Vanity's Emptiness or something like that. Obviously he'll be able to do big damage, because I mean it's going to be a little bit of a struggle just to get over Winda. Now I have actually seen where if the Shadow player like just has Winda and doesn't have anything else, I've actually seen Burning Abyss players come back from that, because what they'll do is they'll just continually set their Burning Abyss monsters, and they just cycle each time, like, okay, you know, Sir gets from the graveyard, which gets this, which, you know, this guy gets that, and eventually if you get a Reborn of Dante, then Winda can't get over it. So, I mean, they can basically just keep cycling special summons defensively, but if you have another monster, sometimes you can get past that. Now, I would say that advantage has to be Lightning Chidori, mainly because I feel like there's a possibility that the unknown card could be Vanity's Emptiness, and that could just lock him out. And it's gonna be hard for him to answer. The Winda's not an issue here. The issue is the Construct, because Burning Abyss are not equipped to handle Construct. Like, usually they have to go, and this is the reason why I don't think you should ever take Rank Up Astral Force out the deck. I just don't, like, you should never take that card out the deck, to be honest, because it gives you your instant out to Construct. And I know you have like BLS and potentially Chaos Sorcerer, but I wouldn't want to depend on like one-ofs, you know what I mean? Like, BLS is a one-of, Chaos Sorcerer, yeah, you have two of those, but I don't know how many people run two, because that seems like that could get cloggy if you're running that with Supply Squad and all that other stuff. Seems like it could be a little inconsistent. He goes for Sinister Shadow Games. I wouldn't be surprised if he just went ahead and tried to pop the Supply Squad. Oh wait, I guess he's gonna wiretap it. Okay. I think that was the right play though, that Chidori did. I just don't like Supply Squad. It's just a card where I see it, I'm just like, we cannot let that live. Like, I've decked out a couple of people who have had Supply Squad with Evil Swarm and Batteryman, but in general, if I have advantage against you, I don't want you to resolve that. Now, he does have Lila, which is good, and it looks like this might be a Hoban version. Holy shit, people have neck decked the fuck out of that. The deck where you have the 3 Lilas, and I don't know if they run 2 or 3 Raidens. I mean, I imagine you run Raiden because he can just, like, he has two ways of triggering the Shadow monsters, you know what I mean? Like, he has 2 chances, the end phase and the regular phase, and then it's like, he's also a tuner, so, you know what I mean? The fact that he's also a tuner helps the deck out a lot, because it makes the Soul Charge plays even better, because you still get the XC with them, but then you can also make Spark Dragon, and you can make Scrap Dragon. Regular Stardust is like, you know what I mean? For the most part, he's I think Spark Dragon is probably made a little more than regular Stardust. But the point is, you get synchro options. You know what I mean? Like, you get way better synchro options than just like your basic plays. Alright, so he goes Soul Charge. I'd special summon like everything, honestly. Because, I mean, it's not like you can special summon anymore. Like, I mean, at the minimum, you go for the Lila. And also, I would say, I'll give Hoban credit for this. With the Lightsworn engine, mainly just Lila, like, you get so much fucking spell and trap removal in that deck, man. Like, the fact that you can mill a freaking dragon, that's MST, and then you can just summon Lila, that's MST, and then you can like soul charge Lila back and get another MST. Like, it's crazy how much fucking back row removal this deck has. And you have Foolish Burial, which is MST. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many ways to get MST. And Dad's playing now, he scoops it up. I guess he figured that whatever his face down was, it didn't matter what Burning Abyss monster it was. Him getting another tour guide wasn't gonna do shit. If he didn't flip it over, his opponent was just going to attack it, probably with like Winda, just in case it was the 2000 defense Skarm, and then he was just gonna just ram everybody else in. And Dad's playing now wouldn't really, there's no way he was gonna get over that field. Let alone, I still don't think he had any answer for the construct. So, Shaddolls take game 1 in commanding fashion. And I will say this about Dueling Network. I don't know where all the Satellarknight players are hiding. It's like they fucking vanished off the end of the earth. I've seen some people commenting in one of my videos that like all the S-Knight players, the Nutella players as people call them, all the S-Knight players basically like flip-flopped and switched to Shaddolls. Like, remember after the first the first ARG, everybody was like on S-Knights and the price skyrocketed. And now it seems like everybody went to Shaddolls. Like, I really don't see that many S-Knight decks on here. And like, I kind of feel like if I see an S-Knight deck, I'm definitely going to record it because I just can't find them. Okay, so you see Raiden is summoned and he breakthrough skills it. that is the thing about Raiden. Because of his ability to mill Shaddolls, people breakthrough skill Raiden. When you have to breakthrough skill a Raiden, man, it just, if I'm the Shadow player, I'm fucking loving that. Like, I understand that you can basically, you can use the breakthrough skill on my window or whatever, but the fact that I now get a flip effect for free, like, I don't care if you run over my Raiden, I just ate up a really important card out of you. So Dad's playing now, activates Gates of the Dark World. Interesting. I actually have seen Burning Abyss Dark World before. Like, I feel like Burning Abyss is like, it can be its own deck, but it can be a sub-engine for so many decks because they're dark, they're fiend, which means tour guide. There's so many dark and fiend support cards out there. You know what I mean? They constantly recruit themselves. Like, they're just so easy to fucking splash. Tour guide's easy to splash in Dark World. Get what I'm saying? Alright, so Lightning Chidori does a T set. And it goes back to Dad's playing now. You'd think that a what's it called would be great for him now, a tour guide, because it would trigger Sir and, well, no, he wouldn't actually want to trigger Sir because he has nothing in his graveyard, so scratch that idea. I guess he can't really commit anything else. Well, no, if he has a Burning Abyss, obviously he can commit that, because then he could just go into Dante. And what's good about this in Dark World is you kind of want to mill Grapha. You get what I'm saying? So Grapha is like a card where if you draw, it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. But if you mill it, it's like, that's cool also. You see the Regeki break. I'm guessing on the face down. He pays the cost with Graft. Now, if that is a Shadow monster, it totally is going to trigger. And it is Hedgehog, so he's totally going to trigger it. And I believe Hedgehog searches for any Shadow monster. Except itself, right? I'm pretty sure it can't search itself. Any Shadow monster except itself. That seems to be the new thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I don't know. I can't remember the last monster that could search itself. I think, like, that's what kind of made 9-Volt so special. The fact that 9-Volt can search itself. But, it dies during the end phase, so I think they had to make it search itself. Alright, so he's going to trigger Graft. I can't say advantage Dad's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I don't know what that back row is. If the back row is real, if the back row is a Phoenix from Windblast, then I'll say advantage him. Because he has Dante. Well, he's not going to go Dante, I guess. The problem is, he's getting no value out of this Gates. He just isn't. And he opts to set another card, which, if I'm Chidori, I feel great, because now I know that I don't have to worry about your most powerful card, which is Phoenix from Windblast or Regeki Break. Although, I still don't understand why people play Regeki Break over Karma Cut. It's just better. Like, Karma Cut is just better. Like, I understand that the price of Karma Cut has gone up, to like $5 a pop, but still, it's just better. I mean, seriously. Like, I don't want to destroy shit. I want to banish shit. I mean, unless people are splashing DD Warrior later in the decks, or not DD Warrior, DD Survivor. So BLS comes down, and he just had enough to summon it too. He had 2 monsters in graveyard. And worst case scenario, he's probably going to be losing out on one of those monsters. Because I imagine he's just going to banish the Skarm, and he might think about attacking here and just doing a ton of damage. Because if he attacks I don't think he has any Burning Abyss in his, no wait, he has a Graft. So, yeah. Oh, I think he has, what's it called? I think he has Super Poly set, or he has Super Poly in his hand. Like, why would you even summon the dragon? There's, like, no reason to even summon that shit. Unless you have, like, Super Poly or something. Yeah, I'm putting him on a Super Poly, to be honest. Just because he summoned the dragon. Like, I don't really see a point of summoning the dragon. He's gonna activate Evac on the Skarm. Okay, so still technically a neg. Because you just traded Field Advantage, Field Presence for the BLS effect. And Lightning Chidori says, I'm gonna chain. Wow, it is Super Poly. I'm betting everything on that. I usually don't like to try and read too much in it. It has to be Super Polymerization. It's the only thing that makes sense. Like, literally. Especially if you have Dragon, because you get the popped up back row, which is the unknown card. You don't really care about this Gate to the Dark World because he's just not getting any value out of it. Like, he'd have to top deck Brow, basically. And there it is, Super Polymerization. That was really, really, really easy to read, by the way. Like, that wasn't even a mystery. That was super easy to read. So, now he's going to obviously make Winda. He's going to pop the back row. He's going to draw at the same time. Alright, so... Man, Super Poly is a fucking brutal card. I was playing Evil Swarm. I had fucking... What was that shit? I had fucking Vanity's Emptiness set and somebody Super Poly'd me. I was mad as a motherfucker. I swear. So... He summons Graft. And... Gates obviously is destroyed. I'm surprised he doesn't go after the face down. But then I guess he figures the face down, an unknown resource could be a chainable card, so why not go after the known resource? He activates Debunk. Okay. You know what? Depending on how he put that in the chain, couldn't he make it so that he couldn't debunk it? Like, it's the old thing like with Mermills. Like, let's say it starts a new chain, right? And then Dragon was like Chainlink 1 and Beast was Chainlink 2. Like, no, wait, I guess it could always respond directly if it's only 2. It had to be 3 chain links or more. Yeah, I think if it's 3 chain links and he put whatever Chainlink 2 is, it wouldn't be able to, the counter trap wouldn't be able to jump into the middle of the chain as it was resolving and say, I'm gonna negate. Like, I guess he wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so what's going on now? Oh, he activated Gates effect. I'm like, why is he banishing something? Is he about to summon BLS? He has no lights. So he discards the Skarm to draw a card. The Graft obviously is banished. He's got 1 summon. And he has to set 1. I think I would have saved that breakthrough skill, honestly. Just because... not breakthrough skill, I'm sorry, evac. I mean, just because when are Shaddolls ever going to beat you without using the fusion? Like, when are they ever going to beat you without fusion summoning? Like, Shaddolls are proving now that they can beat you without using Shadow fusion, because they have Super Poly and they can steal your own monsters and shit. But Shaddolls are rarely ever going to beat you without fusion summoning. Like, it just doesn't really happen that much. So Mathematician gets banished. Down comes Lila. And everybody's going to attack. He's going YOLO. He does not fear the back row at all. Well, not everybody. The BLS can't attack anyways. And I think you'll see Lila probably pop gates. Nope, he goes after the back row instead. It's Forbidden Lance. And this match seems like it's all but over. And I'm not used to seeing, I mean, I don't know, man. I still feel like Burning Abyss is really, really good. I'm not used to seeing it get dominated like this. During the end phase, he mills 2, making even more advantage. He mills a Falco and a Dragon, so board gets wiped for Daddy's playing now, and he gets a free Falco. I guess that's one of the other reasons why Lightsworn is thrown in here. It's funny because I feel like people were playing Lightsworn, like before Shaddolls came to the TCG. I feel like everybody was kind of on that. And then people got convinced that it was bad for some reason. And then they stopped. And now, like, they're realizing, hey, I guess Lightsworn are just the best way to play the deck. I think it mainly just has to do with Lila. Lila is just fucking so good. You just summon her and you're like, MST, end phase, mill a fucking Falco, make advantage, mill a Dragon, pop your shit again. Alright, so he goes into, forgive me, I don't know this card's name. I know it can't be targeted. Fortune Tune. I know it can't be targeted, and what is it? If it would be destroyed by battle, you can like detach, and it can't be destroyed for like the whole turn or something like that. Something like that. I don't know if it's for the whole turn or if it's just for like, what's it called? Oh yeah, it's just once. Yeah, that's not good. So Falco is flipped. What's he even have in there? Oh no, he has the beast that he used for Super Poly, I guess. He can just summon that beast. So anyways, you guys know I play Battery Man, but I've switched back to Evil Swarm just because the one thing that I like about Evil Swarm is your match versus Shaddolls is always competitive. Battery Man have a very good match against Shaddolls, but Battery Man gets seriously fucked up by Super Poly. That shit is no fun at all. And it doesn't use Vanity's Emptiness nearly as well as Evil Swarm does, because like you get an Ophion plus Vanities, and so many decks get fucked up by that. With Evil Swarm, like there's really never a game where like Evil Swarm doesn't brick. That's one of the things I like about it. Like Evil Swarm does not brick because all your monsters are pretty decent beaters, and you run a fucking cotillion traps and stuff like that, and I main deck Soul Drain and Macro, so I can like pretty much wreck up a lot of decks. The S-Knight match isn't that great, but S-Knight seems to have fell off the end of the earth. And it looks like Lightning Chidori just wrecked, and you hardly ever see this card summoned. HTS Playsmith, something like that. I can't pronounce it. I sort of know what the card does, like a DD Warrior Lady, but a synchro version. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always.